What's up, everybody? It's James here from the Sawyer Family Reviews channel, bringing you another video to answer a collecting conundrum. What stands can I use to display my Masters of the Universe Origins figures? I'm going to answer it. Let's check it out. So anytime I do these videos with the collecting supplies, I always like to be upfront with you guys. I work for Collecting Warehouse. That's the company that carries these items. And I don't want to make it seem like I'm doing this as part of my job. This is something I'm doing on my own as a way of helping the collecting community. A lot of times I get the same messages through work asking about what does this do, what does this work for, and what does this work for? Can you help me find a stand for this figure, a case for that figure? And I see those kind of things just as a collector too, like on forums and Facebook groups. And so I'm just picking out certain things when I do these videos, like Motu Origins, what kind of stands work for those? Motu Origins, what kind of cases work for those? G.I. Joe Classified, what kind of stand will work for those? And instead of targeting an item and just showing you, here's a doll stand that we've got, and it does these different things, I want to focus on this. So if you're looking specifically for stands that fit Motu Origins, you don't have to try and watch a bunch of different doll stand videos to find that. You just want that. You don't want to know what all this fits. You just want to know what can go on these guys, right? So that's how I'm trying to tackle these, and hopefully they're a help to somebody. I've always said this in these other videos. If you have a question, if you have a need, feel free to leave a comment down below, and I'll do my best to help you. I may not do a video on it, but I'll do my best to answer the question and help you out. Sometimes I will do a video on it. This one is directly related to people asking about stands for the Motu Origins figures. Now, these figures do have peg holes, but I'm not a big fan of pegged stands, and I don't know one that really fits them well because they do have wider stances. I'm sure you could find a pegged stand that might work for them. They're personally not my bag, though. I'm not a big fan of pegged stands. I don't think they offer enough support to a figure. I think especially when the figure has ankle joints, you're asking for them to kind of lean forward or fall over time. I'm just not a big fan of pegged stands for figures that are bigger than 3 3/4 inches. I think they work great with small figures, but I'm not a big fan of peg stands on big figures. So for me, I think that this doll stand is perfect for Motu Origins. I'm going to preface this now, and I'll say it again later in the video. It's not perfect for the vintage Masters of the Universe figures. That's a different stand entirely and will be a different video. And the reason being, even though these look a lot like the vintage He-Man figures, they are taller. And so you need a shorter stand to handle the vintage Motu. But for Motu Origins, which would also include the Masters of the WWE Universe and those WWE Superstars figures that use the same body type, I recommend the Plymor DSP 30s. So these, again, like those other doll stand videos we looked at, are available in black, silver, and white. So there's 3 different colors. I prefer the black personally, but I could also see where a lighter color would look good. Like this Flying Fist He-Man looks pretty cool on that silver because of that armor. Just like we've seen in other videos, but you may not have watched those other videos, it's a 2-piece stand. You take the clip, which has more of an oval shaped to get around a waist, and then a slight bend so that it holds the figure a little bit further from the back of the base. Just pinch that clip around there, give it a little pinch as you're putting it on, and then just insert the clip into there, and you've got your figure on a stand. And these aren't going anywhere then. You don't have to worry about, a little shake on the shelf and a figure's knocking over, or the ankles being weak and toppling over time. I really like using doll stands for my personal displays because I'm a worrier. I always worry my figures are going to fall over, or they're going to topple, I'm going to come downstairs and something's going to be broken. So I really prefer doll stands myself for displaying figures that are bigger than 3 3/4 inches. Now, this stand is going to fit a lot of them. As you can see, I've got a pretty good variety here. We've got Hordak, Buzz Off, we got Flying Fist He-Man, and we even got Evil Lynn here. Now, the female waists, of course, are smaller than the male waists on these figures. So she has a little bit more room inside there, but she's not going to topple over. She can't move forward out of there. She can't move back. So it's not one of those things where it's going to be absolutely a perfect fit on the female figures as it is on the male figures, but it still works. It still works fine across the line. I'm not saying that every figure is going to fit, though. I'm sure there are some characters that have really wide waists that may not fit on this stand. I have not run into any of them myself Gracie collects this line, and she has quite a bit of them. And every figure I've tried of her collection has fit them really well. So if they've got basically standard waists, like Buzz Off, Hordak, and Flying Fist He-Man here have, and Jitsu has, I think you're going to be safe. So for the most part, this stand is going to get the job done for you. They run about $4 each. You get cheaper as you buy more. So the larger quantity you buy, the price per piece goes down a bit. So as always, if you're going to do this stand, maybe get a sample of one, just order one, see if you like it, and then decide how many exactly you need and place one order. That way you get a cheaper price. Don't do it piecemeal, like, oh, I'll get 3 stands now, and then I'll buy another 3 next week, or another 3 the week after that. That's never going to work for you. You're going to pay the most doing that. You want to take advantage of quantity discounts. That's how you do it. Yeah, so that's about it. I guess that covers everything I need to cover on these. Again, I will reiterate, these are good for Motu Origins, Masters of the WWE Universe, and the WWE Superstars line that all use these Origin-style bodies. These are not good for Masters of the Universe vintage figures. That's a different stand. It's a step down from this stand. I will do a video on that because I think there's even a greater need for that one, since those figures have those rubbery legs and no peg holes. Those definitely need a doll stand. And I will do a video on that too, but I have to gather together some vintage Motu figures to do that video so I can showcase them. But it will be coming, so keep an eye out for that. If you enjoy the videos, like, subscribe, notify. Leave a comment down below if you have a collecting supply need or a question you want to ask me. I'll do my best to help you. And as always, I hope you guys have an enjoyable day. Talk to you soon. Bye.